Stretch with me. Follow along with this video, starting in a nice upper back extension. The roller is placed underneath your shoulder blades with your feet flat on the mat and the knees bent. Arch over top of the roller and then curl and roll yourself up. You can pause this video here and do this a few more times until you feel like you're more open. Then start to lift the hips in that upper back extension. Slide backwards, nod the chin to your chest, do a nice little body roll to roll yourself back up to your seat and slide back in. Drop the booty down. And you can continue that body roll, or you can move on to taking inventory, rolling out one side of the spine at a time. I start here on my left, just going forward and back, moving from the base of my lower back all the way up towards the shoulder blade. You can rotate to the other side when you're ready. And you can always pause this video to continue that rolling until you feel a lot less tight. Moving on to a release in the neck. Place the roller underneath the nape of your neck and start to rotate your chin towards your right shoulder and then up and over towards your left. The higher the roller is towards the crown of your head, the more you'll get a release in the muscles really right around your cranium. Otherwise, you want to keep the roller a little bit closer towards the shoulders and just work the neck. You move very slowly, very carefully. If you find that sticky spot, you hold for a breath, inhale, exhale, and then continue to move at your own pace. In moments, once I've found that I've nodded side to side enough, I'll stay on one side and nod my chin down towards my shoulder and lift my nose up towards the ceiling. Back down and up. And then you can rotate all the way up and over to the other side and repeat that same thing. Mine is my little chit chatter here. If you're chit chatting with a friend while you're stretching, it does help you remain accountable to doing it. I will say that. Get you a friend that watches you stretch. Now start some knee circles. You're really going to just hug your knees into your chest, hands stay on top, and then just circle out and around and up. It's like a stirring motion, a nice stirring motion, releasing and mixing up all that synovial fluid in the hip socket. You can continue with that or finish and then just rock and roll yourself up to your seat. And moving on to our lat roll out. You place the roller right underneath the base of your armpit, and then you keep the knees in tabletop. Try to keep your bottom waistline lifted and your elbows floating off the mat and roll forward and back. Again, you're looking for that sticky spot there. This might be a lot more intense than even you would anticipate if you've never done this before. From there, you start to twist your torso to face the ceiling, opening up the chest, and then go the opposite direction and face the torso towards the floor. I like to keep my elbow hovering here. And again, this can get really intense, so continue to integrate your breath to each piece of this movement exercise. We use our lats a lot, and we honestly ignore them a lot when it comes to stretching. From here, I do a little bit of a side crunch, lifting up and through into my top oblique, keeping that bottom waistline lifted and the rib cage closed. And for some extra credit, drop that bottom arm down, reach the top arm up, bicep by the ear, and just fold over top of the roller. Exhale, pull yourself back in and up, nice little cartwheel. And again, top arm down, bottom arm, elbow behind the head, lift. And let's go to the other side. So this is nice because now you can see what it looks like from the back. You can kind of see my muscles being squished up against that roller and what's happening if anything's loosening up. Sometimes if the roller is not enough, you do need that manual massage, which is a great opportunity to plug my friend Desi at Massage Wiz. He's the best. Sign up for a massage. He does all types of massages, deep tissue, focused massages. It's really, really, really needed and necessary. If you are using your body in any sort of athletic way, you must also take care of it. That slide forward and back, and then that rotation chest open and then back towards the floor. Do this at your own discretion as many times as you need. Again, you can always pause the video, drop that bottom arm down, and then fold over top of the roller. For me, this side was really intense and it is my tightest side. So I knew that I couldn't do as much or as long on this side. That deep work could sometimes just be a lot. You'll start to add in those side crunches. Little lift and lower. And I just kind of mixed it all up here, just kind of doing what my body needed in that moment on this opposite side. And you have permission to do that too. This active recovery challenge is great in that way because as you move, as you challenge your body to do some different things, you are deepening your connection to what feels good and what doesn't. Moving on, you're lifting into your swan. The roller is placed underneath the forearms, closer to the elbows than the wrists. Exhale, the chest lifts, the whole torso lifts up in one piece. Keep the feet down in the back. Hold it at the top, shoulders out of the ears, look right, then left, come back to center, and lengthen back down and forward. Really press with those straight arms from your lat all the way through the entire arm to the fingertips. Lift and lower back down. Now moving on to some swimming. Reach the right leg up and the left arm and switch and switch. You're connecting the fingertips to the toes, continuing to lift and lower one side at a time, and moving on to some nice rolling. It's kind of like a big, giant kneeling cat. You'll slide the roller forward from your fingertips all the way to the palms of the hands with a deep curvature in the spine. Nice round and reach. The arms stay straight. You extend through the upper back. Drop the chest a little. Exhale, pull up from the belly and round through the spine. Bring the roller in towards the upper thighs and the fingertips will lightly touch. If you got long nails like me, you'll stay connected, but maybe for some of you, your hands will come off the roller as you pull in and up, which is totally okay. Your biggest focus is on the abdominal lift and pull. I rotated my head a few times at the bottom there, but reach and round, 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 round. I'm slowing it down a bit there. Deep curl, light on the fingertips to come forward. This can get really intense now. Option to do this with a slider underneath that back foot, or you can keep using the roller, but you're rolling out that shin. You're in a lunge position. You're tucking that bottom leg in towards the front and then extending the leg back out. Your advanced option is to bring the hands on top of the front knee or upper thigh, but you can always keep that bottom arm down. That left hand would be down if you're in that right leg lunge to anchor yourself and stay balanced. Shin rolls can get really gnarly. From there, you'll switch sides, bringing the opposite leg forward, lengthen out into that full lunge, big juicy stretch, and then tuck and pull that back knee in and back. Try to keep the hips square here. Even I could do a better job in this particular side. Again, an option to bring the hands to the top of the thigh, right above the knee, or keep that opposite arm down by your side, anchored into the mat for some stability. Finish in a nice, beautiful down dog. Walk the feet, lifting one heel at a time, or wag the tail, or twerk. Either works great for me, and you are finished.